Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today we're going to do an art journal page. And all I'm using is a magazine or a catalog. I've done many pages, many videos using the catalog as my art journal. Also to plan. So yeah, if you've not seen me playing this, that's what I'm going to do today. Now, this is a big one. Now, you can use a magazine. You can, when you walk out of the grocery store, there are like penny savers and like little advertising books and that kind of thing, or selling houses or what have you. Pick one up, they're free. Uh, and then when you're done looking through it or what have you, use it as your art journal. If you go to the dollar store, they have magazines there. Your local library has magazines that they get rid of every week because they put out the new People or not Good Morning America. Oh dear. We can tell what kind of video this is going to be. What is it called? Good Housekeeping. You understand what I'm saying. So, check everywhere. You'll be able to find it. This is, even if you have an art journal. This is always fun to play with. It's always fun to, which I'm going to do today, try out some new things, um, or ideas rather that I have in my head. And yeah, so if you just found me and you're interested in what I'm about to do or want to check out any of my other videos, you can just search me, or at the end of this video, I will link up two other videos and you can click them and just go check out what I do. Subscribe. Click that subscribe button down below. Click that little notification bell next to it so you can get notified when I upload, which is a few times a week. And any questions, as always, all my information is down below in the description. I'm Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, which I love Instagram too. Where else? Google. My email address is down there. Everything. So you can find me anywhere. Ask me questions. Say hello. Whatever you want to do. Okay. So what I already did was gessoed my page, and you can see through it. It's just, you can still see some of the stuff, but I'm not worried. Why you would gesso? And listen, if you don't have gesso, throw down a white, throw down a very light pink. It doesn't matter. I have many recipes of making your own gesso with, you can use baby powder, you can use plaster of Paris, you can use many different things. I like to use the baby powder with some white school glue. Gives you a little bit of that graininess, a little bit of water, you know what I mean? And like I said, I will try to link it at the end of this video or down below, my recipe and a little video. So throw something down when you're using a magazine that's shiny. You can see this is shiny, and I don't want to cover this little baby. I might cut this out and hang it as art. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Or I might draw it myself and do a wall hanging. These are, I love some of these pictures in here because they're very inspiring. I mean, with the colors, you can see I kind of dotted off there, but some of them are just inspiring, so don't cover them. I love animals, so I love this. Okay, and I love little piggies. So we did that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint my base coat now. Now, this is just the gesso. I use folk art gesso. It's one of my favorites, but you can get gesso, pretty much anywhere if you want to. Now, I think, what base color do I want to do? Oh, I want a light color. So I think, let's do a little orange right here. Let me open my orange, shall I? Yes, I shall. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. This is a lot of people have been requesting more journal pages, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to lay down, how we do it. I'm just going to lay down some of this orange. And if I think it's too much, now I have a damp brush here, you know, use whatever you have, use a foam brush, use a paintbrush, you know, whatever you want. You could scrape it on. Do I have anything here to scrape it with? No. But I mean, if you have a piece of plastic or whatever, scrape it on. Look at this. And that is fun as can be. And then you just get it everywhere. Or not. It doesn't even have to be everywhere. And if it's a little thicker somewhere, and then you just go like this. Because it's okay. You don't have to have it all covered because we're going to do kind of a, I don't know, thinking maybe a little grungy because I feel a little grungy today. Now, another tip I'm going to give you is, one second. Okay, I think we're good there, right? Like I said, I'm not touching the other page. So I'm going to do one more and I'm going to scrape it with the hard part just to kind of get off any extra, which there's not much. And then what I did was I have 2 pieces of printer paper here. Now, you know, I like to clean everything off when I'm done. So I'm just going to kind of do this. But what you're essentially doing by putting some printer paper or whatever kind of paper that you want, what you're essentially doing is making some mixed media papers back there. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do now real quick is I'm going to dry this. Okay. We're drying it, and I'm just using my heat gun that you can find at your local craft store. Use a coupon and go get one if you are able to. If not, use a hair dryer. Hair dryers work great. You can go to your local thrift store for a couple bucks and get a hair dryer if you don't have one. And if you don't have anything, it doesn't matter. Leave it dry for a few minutes. Acrylic paint, especially the folk art that I deal with, that I work with, dries so fast. And it's really nice. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some folk art crackle medium. Now, here's the thing. I have many videos with crackle. I do crackle with Elmer's white school glue. I do crackle with a crackle medium, which you can get like a small, let me see. I don't know if I have any small ones left. I will have to look. If I have any small ones, maybe I can do a giveaway. I don't know. But we shall see. You never know. So I'm going to just, I want to kind of shake this up because what happens is your white, whatever the active ingredient is or whatever, always goes to the bottom. It's like paint. If you leave your paint sit for, you know, a week, 2 weeks, whatever, I don't use crackle every day. So sometimes it can be just settling. So I'm just going to set that there for a second and give this a test. I'm not opposed to paint all over me, especially because I'm going to be doing my nails later, so I'm okay with it all. I finally got to take this messes off. I peeled that one off, but it's, look at them. And that's because I sit and pick, but it's so hard to get. I think I mentioned this yesterday, and I apologize if I did. However, it's really hard to pick this off. It's gorgeous. See that? When I do that, it looks like, oh, it is. It's iridescent. They're beautiful. Oh, I just wish you could really see them. But you see how they shift a little bit. And they're awesome, but I'm not going to do another shifty color this time. I think I'm just, because it's so hard to get off. I think I'm just going to do a regular color. I wanted red, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I know. Such a bad life I have. What kind of nail polish should I wear? I don't know. All right. So I'm just going to shake this a little bit to get this going a little more. And yes, this is what it is. Okay? Just saying. Kathy. All right. So now what you do is you just kind of squirt this like that. Whatever way you want to get this on. And I'm going to make sure my brush is pretty much dry. and I'm going in. And you just really want light strokes. And I take it from the top to the down. And I'm okay if I miss an area or whatever, or if I don't. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm even getting some on this paper underneath, which I'll lift it and show you. And then you could even put on, you know, your paper if you want a little bit of it and see what it does. So then when you do use it for mixed media paint, and I'm going to throw this in water, when you do mix it for mixed media painting or what have you, you have a little something something on there. So you can see obviously it's wet. I will be back when it's dry to show you the next step. I don't want to blow it dry. You know, you can if you want. I've done it many, many times. And you don't want to hold it too close. You just want to get that air to it. But I don't feel like doing that right now. So I will be back in a moment and we will see where to go next. Okay, we're back. We're back. All right. So you can see it's still shiny. It's a little damp right there. So I'm just going to show you, you know, if you have a little area left, all you really want to do is take your heat gun. You don't want to hold it on there. You just kind of want to keep moving it back and forth. You know, move it like this. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to sit and dry it. I think if it doesn't crackle for me right there because it's still wet, I'm just going to let it be gone because I'm going to mix media the page. So, you know, mistakes aren't an issue. You know what a mistake is? A mistake is not starting your project, not doing something because you're afraid it's not going to come out, or that you're afraid people are going to not like it, or say something, or be rude. That's the mistake. It's never what you do in your art because you can always go over it and you just make it work. So it's a Tim Gunn moment if this does not work. So what I'm going to do is I love the orange. Once I put a, what's it called, acrylic down, paint down, you'll see it'll matte that up. But what I'm going to use is some baby pink. You can see that's the color. And I think I'm going to use that. I really want to, what about some blue? Blue, blue, where are you? No, not neon blue. I don't know what blue I want. I don't want green. Don't want metallic. All right, we're just going to go with what I got. Go with what I got here. Baby pink first. And I'm just going to do it in like sections. Maybe not. You know, it's going to come out in a big ploop. All right, maybe we're not doing baby pink. All right, we'll just do a little bit of baby pink. Baby pink is having the diarrheas on my page. It's just not doing what I want it to do. It means it's clogged. I'm going on. All right, so let's do a little bit of sugar plum over here. Just a little bit. You don't need too much. And I'm going for this color. It is satin. So I don't exactly know how it's going to react. We are going to try it, and it's called Emerald City. So this is going to have a little color to it. That's okay. And then I'll put it there in case it just doesn't want to work. Now I always start with light to dark. So we're going, see how that, you're going to, yeah. I'm just painting this on. And you see it, I'm almost dry brushing it, right? So let's do this pink. And I can always go here. Mix the colors, it doesn't matter. Look how cool you're getting. And this will dry. As it dries, it'll crackle. And you guys will see. And let's do this here. That's another thickie. This is the satin, which came out really good. I'm just going to kind of blend it. And when you want to blend it, just back and forth. Is that my light that's just blowing me out right now? It's not this light. It's the light behind me. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? And I will do the green here. You'll be able to see it. I shall move it closer. I'm going to run this down here. Oh, I can see it. I can see it coming already. All right, I'm going to make these go this way. Oh, loving. Loving it. Loving it. You can see it already, my babies. You guys let me know if you would like a giveaway of some crackle medium. Oh my god, I'm so excited I can't even have my page up. Are you even kidding me, Kelly? What is not working for me today? Okay. Look. Look at that crackle. You see that? How great that's showing? Look at that. And this is the pink that we did just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Exciting, exciting. I'm going to hit it with my gun. Just for a minute, especially the satin that we did here. What color was this again? Emerald City. Because that's satin, which means it has a little gloss to it, but no biggie. Okay. So now you see. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm going to move in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, and then move you down a bit so you can see. Okay. So now, oh, and see, I mean, who knew? You mix the emerald green with the sugar plum, and look at that purple you get. Are you even kidding me? Are you even kidding me? And then you get this deliciousness here, this deliciousness here. It's just everywhere delicious. Okay. So I'm going to look for a stencil. And I don't want necessarily a big stencil. So let me see. I think I had my little stencils here from Plaid. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm just going to pull it all out. Let's see what we got. I have the Gerber Daisy. I don't know. That might be a little too big for what we're doing. I have some letters. I don't know. Oh, I have some stencils in a medallion. Thinking about it. Keys. I don't know. Camilla, but I think I have her somewhere else. She's not home. That's okay. An anchor. I don't know what these are. Must be empty things that I kept because I'm a keeper of. Look at that. Look at that shine. Well, that's what you call glitter. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use this. We have this home decor plaid, and it is 7600, it looks like. We have some fairy doors, just some randoms. These are so cute, these little ones. Those, I think I'm gonna, I don't know, we'll see if those will work. Those might be too small. These are fairies. Look how cute for ATC cards, right? Mushrooms and a fence. And these are just cards I made playing around with I think I have a video on these. Look how beautiful that sheen is. Look at that. This one doesn't have it. Oh, so yeah, fairy on the mushrooms, and then so cute. Okay, I think I'm going to deal with those right now because I can't have too many because I just can't. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray. Now, a lot of you know how to make your own sprays. You can take acrylic paint, you add it with some water in a squirty squirt. What are they called? You know, shake it up. You want a little micro glitter, put it in there, shake it up. Add a little glass or hard plastic ball. Maybe you get a BB, BBs from the store. I just go buy clearance glass beads because I just like to make jewelry, but I always have some. So what it does is it'll get that color off the bottom. These are shimmer sprays in Campso Teal and Funky Fuchsia. So that's what we're gonna try. Trying to stay with the same kind of thing. So I want to do stencils next. I was just gonna tell you guys something. Also, who was I watching? What was I gonna? Something that you use. Somebody did a different kind of. Where they took the Dilutions paint. That was it. They took the Dilutions paint, and gosh, I can't remember her name. I'm horrible with names. And they put it in with. You can use alcohol. You can use water. You want like a 1 to 3, right? 1 paint to maybe 2, 3 water, shake it up, spray it, see if it's your, I know what I was going to say, consistency. Now, here's the thing. I've said this a million times. Go to your local dollar store and get body sprays. Not necessarily ones that you want, but they're $1. Take them home, rinse them out, squirt the little squirty out, use that as your water sprayer or, to mix paint or whatever. You don't have to fill the whole thing up. Do it halfway. Somebody had written me and said, well, that's silly because you're getting a big bottle. No, only fill it 1 to 3, 1 to 2. So, you don't have to have it filled all the way. You still have a spray. She rhymed. Beastie Boys in the house. See what I'm saying? Okay, so these are shimmers. So we're going to see how these bad boys work. Shaking it. Okay. And now I'm just going to lay it whatever way I want to lay it. And I think I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do them like on top of each other because I'm not going for a perfect spray, right? I just want some of that down. Now, somebody had written me and said, okay, you spray it, but you got all this overspray, which normally it really doesn't bother me because what I do is I will take this and now I will put it opposite and I'll just push it down so it transfers over. You can't really see, but it's all right. And then this dries. It doesn't bother me. Bothers some people. It doesn't bother me. But then again, you've seen how my, they have a smell to it. You see how my art room is. Okay, so I'm going to take that up. And look at that. How nice. See, next time I might cut these out just so it's closer and just leave like a little tab. I don't know. Who knows what I'll do. And then I'll push this down. And this is bubble wrap because some people don't like this overspray. Now, Dilution sprays, these are the shimmery ones. So I'm assuming once they're dry, they're going to shimmer. But, you see what I'm saying? We got added some color. People who don't like this, I like to take, it dries pretty fast. I like to take another small stamp, or this is bubble wrap, which I'm going to be using next. But I'm just going to kind of pick up, especially down here, any of the extra, because you can see, look at that, you get the reverse of the flower. Not all the way, but you see. But you don't hate on that yet, right? Don't hate on it because we're going over it. It's layers. If you don't like that, I'm going to show you how you can do it so you like it. And we'll do that next. Maybe I'll use yellow next. Now you say to yourself, first of all, I wanted to show the crackle. Second of all, you say to yourself, well, geez, you just spent all that time crackling. What are you doing? Well, you can still see crackle coming through even under the sprays. The spray itself, normally, I mean, you can make anything permanent. Let's face it. I'm not going to go into all that right now, but I have many, many videos of making stuff permanent. But the dilutions are usually not permanent. So what you do is you have a damp paintbrush, and you see what I'm doing? I'm taking that spray away. Rhyming again, girl. Get it. All right, you see. And I'm just taking that edge off so it's not as prominent because a lot of people don't like that. I'm going to be going over everything, so it doesn't really bother me. But if it does, and sometimes it will. Sometimes I get very weird, like I've said a million times, OCD. about certain things here, but not necessarily certain things. I'm moving my light. It isn't doing anything. Not necessarily, let's do this. Yeah, that helps. OCD over cleaning my home. Okay. You're kind of seeing what I got going on there. It'll straighten once it's, but it's better than having all that glow. I don't want all that glow. See how cool? Ah, it has to be the light behind me. I have my window open a little bit. Poop. All right. Anyway, that's what we're dealing with, but it's a little shiny still, so that's okay. Let me see if you can see the shine in, it's not dry down here, the crackle, and it came off on my finger. See how like the Dilutions is a little shimmery? It got some shimmer in it. Yeah, see. But you still see crackle and all, and that's good. Don't be worried. Because even if a little teeny bit is what comes out, it's fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some yellow. And let me grab some yellow. Kelly, why didn't you grab the yellow? Okay. Yellow. Yellow. Okay. I am grabbing lemon custard yellow. Oh, it is a beaut. And I'm going to just put this little squirtiest bit right there. Now let's watch this. I'm going to dry these just for another second. They're pretty dry. Just have like where it's a little thicker. I wonder if I move this down. And move. I know I'm off camera a little bit, but I want you to be able to see it. But it's killing me, the light. Okay. So let's say we have this, and you don't want all this to show because you want just basically this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, now you can use a makeup sponge if I could get to my makeup sponges because I've been kind of cleaning, and when I clean, everything's everywhere. I'm just taking a drier brush, you know, that was in the water, but now it's a little bit dry. Hold it down, and I'm just gonna lightly go around. And this might come up a little orange because it's mixing with the pink, because there's a little bit that's not done. It's not dry. You can tell I like to cook. Not done. And you can go again. La, la, la. Turn your brush over because you have some goodness there too, I'm sure. So when you lift it up, you got, you know what I mean? You didn't have all this. And that is just, you know, a twofer. And then you can go and turn it over and, you know, just kind of clean your brush off in an area. And there you go. You see what I'm saying? It's fun for everyone. Everyone loves the fun. Okay, so that is with that. And now I'm going to go in yellow, yellow. Because I want some over here. And then I'm going to just do a little squirt there again. And I think I'm going to use, this is just a foam. Let me tell you, when you go to your art and craft store, AC Moore, Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, all that kind of stuff, don't, you know, go in the kids section or go in the shirt making sections, you know, that kind of thing. Even the stamp, it depends on where the store puts the stamps, let's be truthful. But they have a lot of, this came in a pack. You could see like the ridges. It was like a pack, and you just cut them off, and, you know, and you can get, sometimes the stamps aren't fantastic. They are, you know, there was like some ornamental ones, that kind of thing. Excuse me for a moment while I grab a brush. But it doesn't matter when you're doing mixed media where you're just wanting layers, right? And for, you know, if they're on clearance or for 50 cents or a couple bucks and you get all these stamps, I mean, come on. Of course, I got the butterfly because I love the butterflies, but you can get letters because a lot of you, you know, don't like maybe a certain letters format or something that you buy the stamps in, or maybe you just don't have the money, which that happens. Believe me. Now watch, I'm just going to stamp. And it's just adding, you see? So yeah, so, you know, never overlook these. Always kind of take an extra minute in your stores and look. They're, like I said, they're usually with where you make print t-shirts and stuff. So I'm just kind of stamping. Oh, can you hear my table? Needs squirted again. All right. So I'm just kind of doing in the middle. And then just to get the rest off. That's it. That's how I leave it. It doesn't bother me. And then on this, I'm not going to, I'm just going to throw the rest of this yellow down. Maybe a little bit of water. I'm not going to black it over or white, do a lot of white over it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I will throw white over this now. And I love the look. And I'll show you because I'm not going to do it over the whole thing. That is still not dry there, baby. It doesn't matter what way you paint it. Just laying it down. That's it. And I'll just put it there. Now, what I want to do is I want to get, do I want gesso or do I want white paint? We'll do white paint. Okay. Meh, meh, meh. Okay. Just going to do a squirt of white. This is just your wicker white, titanium white, that kind of thing. I'm going to get this cleaned off for the most part because I don't want that yellow. A little bit of it will pick up, I'm sure, because it's not dry. But that's okay. Now I'm going to take bubble wrap. And we all have bubble wrap. And if you don't, you can go to your local dollar store. They do sell like packing materials and stuff, you know. But this is really cool. It's a bubble wrap envelope. What? Yes. So you get it anywhere you need it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the side. And I'm just going to paint white paint, obviously, right? This has a little pink on it. It's all right. And I'm going in. Look at me go. And this will push back some of the layers. We'll see how much. See how we're just adding, and you don't have to add it everywhere. I'm going to do it down here, you'll see. And I think that'll be all for the, it's sticky because it's drying fast. I'm going to turn my fan off, I think. Hold down, baby. Just to kind of lighten up a little bit around the edges. And you just save it for another day. Save it for another day. I'm going to go around. I'm going to wet this and wet this just a little bit and make like a, because I have a idea of what I want, and I'm going to put this white down before in case it doesn't pull the ideas. I don't know, just to kind of do something like that. And I'm going to dry it real quick. And you see it dries very fast. So what I was asked to do, which I'm going to do now, is how to paint over. So look, I'm not going to make a big deal out of this or take 6 hours to do it because just not, you know, I know everybody don't have all that time and this is long enough. But loving the background. And as you can see, I kind of concentrated on the outsides to put the, because I'm going to put the person inside. Maybe, you know, maybe over here a little bit, maybe there, I don't know. So here's what I'm going to suggest to you. I am not going to do it. If it bothers you though, you can definitely do your face shape with gesso first, let it dry, and then go on to paint. However, I'm going on with paint. I'm going to use, my hands are bad today, I apologize, Light Flesh from Folk Art. Now you can mix this color by yourself. You can use white. You can use whatever you want. And I'm shaking it a little bit. And I'm just going to lay it there. And I'm going to go in with that same brush. I'm just tapping it off in the water. A little rinse there, because that's just the water. And then I'm going to tap it on a paper towel to get the majority off. And I'm going in. And I'm going to go and sketch with my brush first. Just kind of where I want my face. I get asked to do this a lot. I know I have a few on my channel, but I am so blessed. I got a lot of new subscribers. So I always get asked, and I like to do, I like to do them over. I don't want to always say, yeah, go look at this old video, because some of my old videos are crap. Not that now are good either, but And then I'll go and sketch in with my neck. And this is a folk art girl. This isn't going to be a girl, like a realistic girl. If you want to do that, by all means do that. You know what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You see, I'm going to go over this one more time, and then I will just be happy with whatever happens there. And then that's the neck. So I'm just going to kind of wet my brush a little bit just so I can make this go a little further. Maybe I'll just make this the whole dress. Maybe she won't have a neck today. Okay, so I'll just clean the rest of this up and put this on here. And this will be my pattern for my dress. I'll just keep the neck. I'm like into that lately. I did a picture the other day. I think, I put the video up. I didn't talk through it. I kind of did a speed through, but okay. So you see, so that's where we're at. So you want that dry though before you work on it. And these, like I said, dry very quickly. And it's okay to have that color come through. You're doing a page, you know what I mean? So if you want to go in with pencil first, or maybe a, what is it called? A Stabilo, anything that you have. But what I'm going to do is kind of lightly, and just, you want to make sure you're dry underneath because it's going to pull up your paint if not. But I just want to kind of sketch in where I want things. So this will be my lips. Let's see, I'll put my nose here. And then I'll put an eye here. And you see, if you're using pencil, just kind of sketch it in like that, and then we're good here. Like I said, I'm going to put, make that a little bit more prominent. And then the hair, I will put a part here, and then I can go ahead and paint it. Maybe I'll do her curly today, I don't know. Okay, so you kind of see, just very lightly, not anything, Now you can go in with markers or whatever you want to use. Open the right end though. And what I'll do is I'm gonna kind of Draw my little odd girl, or whatever kind you want. Do her little eyes. I feel like Lawrence Welk in my head. What? Lawrence Welk? I don't know where the heck that comes from, but I'm sure growing up. And that just becomes her eyelid. Now this is a Marvy color marker in, it doesn't have a color, 4400F. Yeah, color in marker from Marvy. I don't know where I got it. I think I got it in an art box, one of those, yeah, I think it's called Art Box, where they send you like paint and pencils or whatever each month. I haven't, must be old because I haven't done that since I was, I think, in the other room. I'm just playing. We're not going for beauty. This is just what I'm doodling in my sketchbook. Not feeling that great, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna doodle. And let's see. Do her nose down here. You can do a little right there. Come on, computer. There you go. Computer's like, it's enough today. And just make her like that. And then when you're using acrylic paint and you're using a marker, always wipe off the side and then the top. So if there's any acrylic paint left, it's gone. Because if it dries on your pen, you're not getting it off. Your pen will be, as they say, ruined. Now, I'm gonna work with these. I hate to do this, and I haven't done a video about these yet, and I don't really want to say bad things, but I bought 2 packs of these, one for me and one for Emily, and hers are dried out, which are these ones. So I'm gonna try them one more time before I complain to anybody, because but yeah, these didn't work real well. So let's see the blue one. Let's see. All right, it's on its side. I'm painting in. Yeah, it doesn't have color. It is dried out. And I don't understand why. See? It's just dried out. All right, now that's working on that side. I gotta like do it on the side. So what I'm gonna do, all right, well that went on okay. I wanna just do it on the side, though. I wanna do it on the point. I am going to store these upside down, or let me clean this off. Like this, because maybe on this one, maybe the ink will come through. You know what I mean? Maybe it just needs to come down. Oh my God, Kel, put it in there. Okay. So then these are ones left, pink, like a peachy color, and 2 white. So I'm going to use the pink for the lips. Okay. Like I said, they're not what I thought they were going to be. They're supposed to be able to paint over pen, over paint and everything. And it just, look. All right, on white paper, but I bought it to work over my acrylic paints, and it isn't the best. I'm so disappointed, because I thought I could. I mean, I'm mixed media, so I'm like, let me work on here, and it just doesn't do. It's not bright. It went over it, but it's all right. Okay. All right, so now we have peach. Let me see if I can. Go in here a little bit. Yeah. Painting over a little bit. Okay. And then you get, what do you get? You get Unicorn. I guess that's her name for white. And this is a medium and this is a bold. And that's what you're looking at. So if I want to kind of do a little white in here. Okay, well, white in there, a little white up here. All right, let's kind of going over that. I need black though. Black. Gonna put those there, and then this is, like I said, the white. It's not opaque. Maybe it's not meant to be though. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm not thrilled with them at all. Not at all. So I don't know. All right, now I need black. So this is a small. It's called Write This Down. Came in a 3-pack, I think, and they're black. I don't know if they're permanent, but, and I shared one with Emily because she's always journaling and writing and poetry and all as well. And she liked it so far, but going over acrylic paint, it's not the best. So just keep that in mind. But I like how like thin it writes. Do you know what I'm saying? All right, so what we're going to do, so I can finish up so I don't have to, I got to do hair. I'd like this to be like a flower in her hair, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. How about let's just do a bright yellow hair? Why don't we just do that? I'm going to take my big brush back. I'm going to clean it out. Because I think I can get that turquoise or that pink flower to go in the yellow hair better. All right. So I'm going in. And I'm just going for it. I just want to leave some of that flower, which I know is going to go in here, but that's okay. Because we're painting over today. You just take it wherever you want it. Do a little bump in the back of her head. Not the fanciest hair, but hey, who cares? It's hair. So I'll just go in a little bit more to kind of do brighter, like highlights through. You know what I mean? And you can see up here it's mixing with some orange. So I'm going to kind of do that. And take it there. Okay. Not hating, just playing. You know what I'm saying? Gosh, I'm a rhyming fool today. All right. Okay. And then I'm going to do her dress, which I'm going to do her dress in dark blue, I think. Yeah, let's use True Blue. Folk Art True Blue. I'm going to put him away. I'm going to grab this one again, clean it off, and go in. I'm just going to make it, you know, nothing fancy. And you can see I draw a lot with my brushes. This is not winning contests. You see what I'm saying? It is about working in your journal and having fun. Not having a great day, it's all right. Doesn't have to be everything. It's just a face drawn in a journal. And no, I didn't give her a neck. Purposeful. I didn't like how it went. And that's how I feel today. I feel like my throat, because I'm starting to get sick, my throat is closed up. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. So I don't want her to have a neck. Now, you can see in the face that it is, you know, some of it's coming through, right? And if it bothers you, which it might bother some of you, you can go back in with your face color. Can you? Because you can't even open that, Kelly. Go in with your face color. Get a paintbrush that isn't icky or dirty, which is kind of hard in my room right now. Go in with some more of the face paint and, you know, go ahead in and go around everything. Because you can see that color coming through. It's like we're putting highlights, like we're doing our makeup today. Cover those circles, girl. And you can see the marker that I used in the white, it didn't whiten it. It just kind of picked up the color. And that is because of the markers and the dilution spray. Like, it's just not, I don't think anything would have not come through, you know. But you can see what's happening is that pink's coming through still. But that's all right. Now, I'm going to just clean my brush off in the areas. Okay. If it gets to a point, and that looks, the face is much better, but it's going to come through a little bit. If it gets to that point, get a little bit of pink or red, you know, give her a little rosy cheek so it kind of blends in. One thing I'm not good at is eyelashes. So they always say flick fast and then have it go, they'll go a little bit different. Everybody's wearing eyelash extensions anymore, so I'm like, well, my girl can too, you know? So I'm gonna just kind of do some more. I have Trisha Paytas eyes. If anybody knows who Trisha is, let me know down below if you know. All right, we have that. I want her to have a little white in her eye, but I'll get that in a minute. But you can see the second, you know, second or third coat, it's a lot better than it was. Now, I'm not going to do it now, but I probably, once this is dry, because you can still see crackle coming through, I can throw more crackle on this, let it dry, and then put like a light blue on top, which I might do. I'm not going to keep you here forever. I'm probably talking to myself. Yeah, so I also, once everything's dry, want to go in and kind of fix that up. I don't know if I can reach any of my markers, my distress markers, but I don't know. I don't necessarily want those. Will this work? Let's see. Pink Mutter. Is that what that says? Oh, pink matter. I can read. I just kind of want to outline these more, but I don't know if that's going to work. Maybe I should go over with my stencil. That would probably be better. See how I kind of ruined that? But that's all right. It's just my junk journal. And that's why when you get your journal, I'm going to just add a little bit of water to this to kind of fluff it out. These are the Faber-Castell markers, and this is the big pen. They come in small ones too, but what I love about these is, you see I put that on there, and I added some water, and I'm going to keep going because it's the dilutions. You can see, look at that. I'm just kind of doing layers, right? So I can make it seem like she has. And make sure you clean this off too. Let me put her down here so you can see her a little better. Okay. I'm pulling some of this. Now here's the thing. You see this was the Dilutions flower that I painted, that I sprayed rather, with the shimmer spray. Well, you don't have to always use a thing either, a stencil. So if I do this real quick and just give her a spray, that's all. Catch it before it runs down, unless you want it to run down, which, oh, that's a whole other video. And then just, you know, add a little bit more of that going through. And then once that's dry, take a marker or black paint or whatever color, and then you can definitely go in and put more of the details in, which I won't do now, but you know what I'm saying. Just kind of give it waves. And it's like she has a little shiny hat, and it'll dry. It'll dry very nice. And you can see it kind of did a spray over. I don't care. This could be a flower or a hat, whatever you want it to be. Crown, draw a crown. And really, for now, that's where I'm going to keep her. Once everything's dry, and you can see I oversprayed a little bit on her face. It doesn't bother me. Once everything's dry, I'm going to put crackle down on this so it dries, and then I can crackle on top, just because I want to see the blue, and I want to see what color I want to do with it. So I might do this patchy. You know what I mean? Like, do all this crackle and then do it in sections so I can see what color works the best. Might even do it on here. I think that would look cool too. So look, it's your junk journal. It's fun to play. It's fun to do mixed media, you know, where you're using bubble wrap and you're using paint spray and you're using crackle and you're using a marker. And do you see what I'm saying? You're using stamps. You're using all the stuff that you have. And that's what mixed media is. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave me a thumbs up so I know that you did enjoy it. And I hope this helps and answers some questions for, you know, you guys out there. Again, if this bothers you because I oversprayed, throw a little bit more down. You can as well take your brush, and I'm not going to do this everywhere, but I'll show you if it's really bothering you, because I know it does. Take a wet brush, clean, okay, and then go and wet her face or whatever you want that off of, because it's reactive. You're going to see, and then I'm going to clean my brush again. I'm going to dab it off. You don't want too much water. And what's going to happen is it's going to take that color off, because the Dilutions isn't permanent, or any spray or anything that you have on there. And it takes a minute. Believe me, I've sat and done this on things where I was like, I don't want that spray over. But I think you see what I'm saying. And it'll just take that off and lift it off. Take your paper towel that's not stuck to your dry paint and just give it a little wipe while it's wet. Let's see what happened though. You don't want to do that. I pushed too hard because it wasn't all the way dry. That's what you get for playing around, Cal. But I wanted to show you guys. And you see, you can get that off easily. Not a big deal. I'm going to tap on her nose just a little bit because that's going to bother me. So, as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Can't say that enough as of recent events everywhere. And the more I play with this, the more it's going to pop up. So I'm just going to do like this. And remember, we're just worrying about progress, not perfection. Not even worry about progress, just having fun. Isn't it just fun? So I'm just going to tap this in. And I love you guys. I love you guys so very much. And I will see you guys in my next video. By the way, there are 2 giveaways going on. There are 2 prior videos of this. You can win the, let me see, the Molotov, a set of these in like primary colors, black and white. Or you can win 3 colors of your choice of clay, polymer clay. So I'm going to link those at the end of this video. And go ahead and join. Watch them, see what the qualifications are to join. You don't have to do Rafflecopter. I'm not doing that this time. So yeah, so go check those out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.